there you are. I thought you'd left me. Well, now we're all back together here on Cruise1st TV. It's time to dish out some more good news. We've got a show now full of the most brilliant offers with P&O Cruises, where we can put a low deposit down today to secure the deals. So deposits on this show start as little as 10% of the cruise price, and we're booking holidays that are up to 2 years away. We've also got brilliant bonuses in this show as well, like some onboard spending money to treat yourselves, the chance for you to park for free at Southampton while you're away, or let a coach take you there in style from a pickup point not far away from you. All sounds good, doesn't it? Now, normally I do some teasers now, but as this show is only 15 minutes long, let's crack on with our first offer. And we're off to the Caribbean for a January getaway on Britannia. The best thing about this one, we fly straight from the gloom of our weather to Barbados on the 27th of January, and Britannia will be waiting there for us. And we've got 2 weeks of fabulous cruising. Oh my word. Do you know what? We really do need to get on Britannia and have a little film of ourselves. I think I need to go. Speak to the highest people, Mr. P. Let's get on there and have a good look around. But you know what? So many people have had amazing cruises on Britannia. If you're one of them, please do get in touch. I would love to hear about your experience, of course, on Britannia. Beautiful, beautiful ship. I mean, again, another game changer for P&O Cruises. So smart, yet so casual and comfortable as well. Of course, you're going to be in the Caribbean, so you are going to be very much shorts and t-shirt kind of weather. But of course, of an evening, you can decide to stay a little bit more casual if you want to, or get dressed up to the nines for the full shebang in the dining room as well. Loads and loads of entertainment for you. You've got places like the Limelight Club, of course, which is an adults-only venue. Great food there, great performers, and late-night dancing as well. Brilliant. Let's hope that late-night dancing goes into the early hours of the morning. That's my kind of dancing. Crystal Room is there for you as well. Wonderful deck shows. Let me just talk to you about where you are going to be going over these 2 weeks as well. In fact, we're going to see a full list of the destinations after we've had a good look around the ship. There are so many restaurants for you to enjoy as well, and wonderful pools and places to relax. And of course, the great thing about cruising around the Caribbean is you can be as busy and full of activities as you want to be, or as horizontal as you want to be as well. That's the joy, isn't it? You are going to the dream destination of the world, particularly in cruising as well, because with the Caribbean, especially on a 2-week itinerary, you are seeing so much of it. All different islands, of course, lots of different experiences to enjoy as well. And of course, coming back to the home comforts of Britannia, which is very, very smart, isn't it? They have some fabulous, fabulous entertainment on board. And don't forget, the deal we've got on this is one amazing, and we can put low deposits down as well on a big date range as well. So we're going to give you a price for the 27th of January next year, but there are other dates available this year, next year, and in 2025. So here is where we are going to then over our 2 weeks around the Caribbean. Some of those places you will have heard of, some places less familiar, but you know what? The one umbrella that goes around every single one of those ports is that you are in the Caribbean. It is going to be, just take it as read, amazing. You are going to be spending a lot of time with a fresh coconut in your hand, with wonderful cocktails, with wonderful beaches, with great adventures around your Caribbean cruise. And that's what this is all about, isn't it? Getting away at a time of year which for us isn't the greatest weather-wise. Get yourself out to the Caribbean for a bit of sunshine. Not many people going on holiday at the end of January, so actually it's, you know, it's quite a good thing to put on all your social media, which there's about 25 of them now, isn't it? You'll be on at least one of them. So posting those pictures from the Caribbean, it's going to feel good, isn't it, at the end of January. Now remember, 10% low deposit will get this secured for you right now. Let's give you the price, which includes your flights and your transfers as well. Remember, on this one, we are flying straight to Barbados, and then we've got 2 weeks of fabulous, fabulous cruising. And then, of course, the flight back as well. Look at that, 1,629 per person, which is incredible, which means that your deposit starts from as little as £163 each, which is brilliant. We've got some onboard spending money as well for you on this, up to £360 of onboard spending money, depending on which grade of cabin you go for, and we'll look at the upgrades in just a second. And remember, there are other dates as well for this package. They will run October this year to March, and then October in next year to March in 2025 as well. Obviously, price varies by date, so talk to the team about one of those other dates if you want to. Now, for this cruise, to upgrade and get more of that onboard spending money, let's have a look at the prices on that. Remember, whichever one you choose, your deposit starts from as little as 10% of your fare, which is amazing. It's really, really good. So if you fancy a good 2 weeks away, it's going to be absolutely amazing. I mean, listen, what's not to love about going to the Caribbean? It's going to be incredible, isn't it? I mean, I've still never been to the Caribbean. Can you believe all these years of talking about the Caribbean? We are working on it though. Mr. P's just reminded me. We are talking to the highest highs, let me tell you, to make it happen. Do you fancy a cruise with Derek out in the Caribbean? That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Let's make it happen. Send your emails through studio@cruise1st.tv. Let's make it happen together. Remember, people power. The more emails you send in, the more likely it is to happen. Right, let's have another adventure with P&O Cruises right now. This time, another 2-week cruise. This time, we are around the Mediterranean without a flight, which is brilliant. So to and from Southampton. We've got dates available from now to October this year and March through to October in next year as well. But I'm going to give you a price for the 12th of May next year. So tip up down at Southampton and you can join the brand new Arvia from P&O Cruises. Incredible, beautiful, beautiful ship. Of course, she is their very latest Arvia. Beautiful. Again, you know that with P&O Cruises, you've got something that you can trust and you can rely on. Whether you've ever taken a P&O cruise over, oh gosh, how many decades now have P&O been cruising? Or maybe you've never been before. Well, this is the time to make it happen. You'll certainly want to make it happen when you see the price tag that we've got coming up for the 12th of May, because it is incredible. Now, everything is simple and easy and laid on, and the way we like it as Brits. You know, it is Britain's favourite cruise line after all. So when you're on board, you're spending in pounds. So you know exactly what you are spending, which is really, really good. And the value on this is brilliant. Now, of course, some new features on Arvia. They've got that big sky dome, which I think we saw earlier, which makes a wonderful sort of big, wonderful open space for you to enjoy as well. Plenty of lounges there for soaking up the sun. We are going out to the Med in May, so well, we're pretty likely to see quite a bit of sun in the Med through May actually. Wonderful restaurants on board as well. Of course, you always have the buffet to go and enjoy if you want, with a massive selection, but there are great specialty dining restaurants as well. Arvia has one which really appeals to me. It's called Roast in the Keys. And it's a multi-venue dining piazza, and there's a roast carvery there, and it's kind of reinventing the classic Sunday roast. Now, you know, if it's blazing sunshine in the middle of the Med, maybe a roast won't be the thing for you, but I don't know, I could eat a roast any day of the week. And we just don't treat ourselves that often these days, do we? You've got the Glass House there, of course, fabulous wine selections inspired by Ollie Smith, of course, the Beach House, and the Indian Fusion Sindhu restaurant speciality is on board as well. So all your favourites are on board. So if you love and you know P&O Cruises, then Arvia is just the latest to tantalise you. So remember, this is 2 weeks of no-fly cruising, so to and from Southampton. For those people who don't fly or just prefer not to, this is a great little trip, as you can see, taking you through Spain and France as well. You're going to some different ports that don't always pop up on itineraries here as well. Of course, you're doing the hotspots like Marseille and Barcelona, but you're also going into Alicante as well. Maybe that's a place where you used to holiday many years ago and haven't been back for a visit recently to see how things have changed. Looks a very tempting offer indeed. Talking of offers, remember, you can put a deposit down from as little as 10% of the price I'm going to give you. There are many dates, but we've chosen the 12th of May to give you this price here. Remember, this is to and from Southampton at 1179. Now, you can put a deposit down on that today from as little as £118 each, which is incredible. But before you do that, you've got another choice to make as well. If you want to go for this date, the price is brilliant and you should call straight away. But we've got another special for you on this as well, because you can choose between, if you're driving down to Southampton, parking your car for free down at the port at Southampton, If you don't drive, prefer not to, I mean, you're not flying, so you might prefer not to drive as well. We can offer you coach transfers to and from regional pickup points around the UK to get you down to the port and back to close to where you are, or a third option of some onboard spending money, which is amazing. Which one are you going to take? For that great price, you should just take up the offer as quick as you possibly can. Let's have a look at the upgrades then for you. Other dates on this, remember. There are other dates from now to October this year and from March to October in next year as well. It's going to be an amazing opportunity. It really, really is. For those of you who prefer not to fly, this is fantastic. And of course, think about which one works best for you. Free car parking down at Southampton while you're away on the cruise, coach transfers from around the UK down to the port and back, or some onboard spending money. You choose. Call us now, 0800 953 4700. It's amazing and incredible. Do you know what? Those first two offers have taken up so much of the show, I haven't got time to go into the third one in the greatest detail that I wanted to. So what I'm going to do is show you a screen which overviews all three offers. I know I've not yet presented the third offer, but there's those first two offers there at the top. So the 2 weeks around the Caribbean on Britannia, P&O 237, which you can look at on our website, of course, at Cruise1st.tv. And then the second one, which we just went through, P&O 238, which is the no-fly med on Arvia from 1179 with the port parking or the coach travel or the onboard spending money. That third one there that I didn't have time to go through in great detail is a no-fly Canada. Now it's 24 nights, goes on the 23rd of September next year on Aurora. This is brilliant. So on this one, you go out of Southampton, 4 days at sea out to Newfoundland, Gaspé in Canada, Sept-Îles, Quebec with an overnight in Quebec City in Canada, Saguenay, Charlottetown, L'Île de Madeleine, which sounds beautiful, Halifax in Nova Scotia, Sydney, not that one, the one in Nova Scotia, and then back into Southampton, starting from 2499. So if you want to have a closer look at the itinerary and where it's going to, then you can by just dialing up our website. Dialing up? We don't dial it up anymore, do it? Call up the World Wide Web, everyone. It's a new innovation. www.cruise1st.tv and pop in reference PO239. Yes, you can leave the wwws out of it, apparently, Mr. P tells me. Honestly, the world's moving so quickly, I can't keep up. I've only just gone on to Threads. Are you on the Threads yet? Yeah, see, my friends at home haven't heard of that either, Mr. P. There you go. Anyway, three amazing offers there from P&O Cruises, and they are three of many thousands of P&O Cruises offers, which you'll find on our website. Why have you left the W's on the address then on the graphic then, Mr. P, if we don't need it? We might take that off now. You never know. Get with the 21st century at Cruise1st.tv. Don't forget, of course, if you would love us to do a Join Us cruise in the Caribbean, we need to hear from you right now. We will be in trouble. Studio at Cruise1st.tv. Make it happen, people. We need to go to the Caribbean and we need to do it together. These shirts need an outing in the Caribbean. Listen, thanks so much for your company. Again, I don't know how you listen to me all day long, but I'm glad that you do. And I'll see you a little bit later. Bye-bye.